Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Mateer. Using his legs to buy some time. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Fights off a defender. That hold closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, That is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Spits it out to the back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And he... White may get back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
He throws into the middle of the field. Pulls it in down the middle. Here he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Red pass, it's complete. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, I'm out of space. Smashes through the tackle. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Auburn lines up quickly. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got a man. It's Thomas. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. The give to the tailback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Ott. Hits him with a stiff arm. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Sooners light it up with a 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front.
And they will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the move, it's Cobb. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Makes the catch, it's Simmons. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. It's all...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Back open in the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throwing on the run. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That
turning it on. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Motion from the back. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Steps away. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end.
He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Sooners are on the move. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Ott. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That
throw to the end zone. Picked off.
coverage by this defense, creating the interception, and man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. This is a designed run. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation.
Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Now on the option. He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the fourth. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Looking for a gap. It's Ott.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so it's been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got the screen set up. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Touchdown Sooners! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Daniels. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Finds a man on the right. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll send the back in motion. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to pass. With the catch, it's Cobb. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Second down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't